Hi everyone, I'm Darla Delayne, Strategic Marketing Business Coach, and I have with me today Shelly Rufin, who is the Expert College Planner with EDFIN Cash for College, as well as our TV personality with EDFIN Radio TV. Hi Shelly, how are you doing today?
Hi Darla, this is awesome.
I know.
We're like regulars here.
We're going to make that happen.
Yes, we are. All
Fantastic.
right.
Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions today, Shelly, so that it really better the people out there can really get to know you and get in contact with you, the ones that really need you. So who would that be? Who is it that needs you and that could really benefit from what you do?
The population, we have 5 populations that we serve here, that I serve at EDFIN Cash for College. But the 2 I want to talk about right now that really need services like this are our 9th through 12th grade kids. And the reason why I say that is because early planning, failure to plan is planning to fail. Okay?
Exactly.
And then the population we're serving right now is our college students who are entering college and going to their orientations and wondering, okay, now I got admitted to college. How am I going to pay for this?
Exactly.
Right?
Kind of a problem.
That's a huge problem because they're so excited. Like Heather Dotson, got it accepted to UC Davis, and she was like, "That's great." And her testimonial's on EDFIN's website, edfincashforcollege.com. So you go there and you can read her live testimonial. But she's just like, "Okay, that's great. I got accepted to UC Davis, but now." How am I going to afford this, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Right,
so
right.
those are the 2 populations.
Fantastic. So let's talk about the parents of these 9th to 12th graders. What are they feeling when they come in? They've got a big problem. And what is that problem that they have that they're trying to get you to help them with?
Well, for the 9th through 12th grade kids that are coming, their families that are coming in, that what they're trying to get is they, especially for some of our families that have an only child in college, and they say to me, "I don't want to mess it up."
They're scared.
They're scared. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want that on my conscience,
right,
that I missed a deadline or I didn't complete applications right, or just miss a requirement or fill out the application wrong. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, they're really worried and
really
scared,
worried and scared,
yeah.
and like I had a family yesterday came in. The mom came in and
right,
and she was just like, literally said to me, I'm having anxiety.
Oh.
I'm having anxiety. She's like, I know I have a college planner. She says, but am I supposed to be doing anything right now?
Oh, wow.
And I told her no. I says, we send them emails and let them know. And she's like, but it just seems like I should be doing something. So
that's what you do.
Yeah. So I told her, I says, actually, and her son is like, Mom, Shelly's got it. You don't have to worry about it. The EDFIN team's got it, right? But the mom's like, no, we're supposed to be doing something.
Yeah.
So I brought her in, even though she didn't have an appointment at that time. But I told her, 5 minutes, let's come in and let's take care of those anxieties and everything. And so came in and we talked about that. And without going through any details, which we can talk about later, but she left feeling so much relieved about not having to worry about that entire process. And then at the same time, her son looked at me and says, "Thank you."
Oh my. That says it all.
Thank you.
It goes into the whole family during this time, and he was feeling her anxiety,
and he was fine.
Exactly, but you gave her some relief, right?
Yes,
right, and some security.
Yes,
and so the parents that are working with you, that's what they're wanting. They're wanting some security that this is all going to be handled correctly, and that's going to feel so great, and that relief. Well, when you do work with them, how is it that you get them from this scared, worried, concerned to this relief? What is it that you do different that would really be important for them to come to you?
I think what it is, it's a little bit of everything, is that first of all, and we didn't talk about this earlier, but not only do I have a master's in human services, of course a bachelor's in management, another master's clinical counseling neuroscience, but a PhD in psychology, and more importantly than that, as I've traveled the world, I've visited other cultures, so I am able to, I have this amazing way of connecting with the families and feeling that energy and knowing what it is they're looking for that's going to relieve that anxiety and how to fix that so they're not feeling so frustrated and aggravated and they feel good.
Right,
they
right.
Feel good
once you can handle that mindset piece, then you can get down to business with them. So what is it that you do with the students early on that's a little different than others do with those students?
Oh, that's
this is my favorite
part.
That's
the fun part. That's the fun part. I love it when when the families come in, the parents sign up for the services for 9th through 12th grade. And I start working with them as soon as they graduate 8th grade.
Right.
They start with me as 9th grade. I sit down with them and I do a pre-assessment.
Okay.
So in my pre-assessment, I have to go through and I have to find out who it is this young individual is that I'm working with. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What are their challenge areas? Where do they excel at? What are their areas of concern?
Right.
So going through all of that, I asked them in the very beginning, what are their passions? I just want to know now, what are their passions? Or what do they think their passions are?
At this point in their life, what is that?
What are they? And so they tell me what their 3 to 5 passions are. And then after that, I jump right into verifying or validating that those passions are correct for them, meaning we take a walk down a memory lane in high school, and what was their favorite year in high school or that semester? And is that matching up to what you think your passion is? Is it relevant? Then we take a walk back a memory lane in middle school.
Right.
Where in middle school did you excel and did you do well? Is that all making sense to you? Because if not, we need to revisit and we need to do a personality career assessment and kind of match all that up and match that up with majors of each school, where it's going to be a right fit for them, and then finding their dream school.
Right.
Yeah, and then finding the money to pay for it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and that hooks back to their why of why they're doing this in the first place.
Yes.
And also for the parents, they want their child to be happy and be doing something that they're passionate about.
Yes.
And you're checking that really early in the process.
Yes. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that is so relevant. Because, imagine, a lot of us, don't have a college coach or expert coach to help you get into the right school, the right major and all that, only to find out like at 30 years old, 40 years old, you change careers.
Right.
And then along the way, it's once you have that passion and you're in the correct career and it's aligned with your strengths and what you're really good at, you will find the motivation to, you won't say when it's time to study and take an exam like, oh gosh, I gotta study, I gotta take an exam. You'll be like, oh my gosh, this is what I love to do, and this is what I have to do to get there.
Keeping that vision in mind.
That vision and the motivation's there, and that's huge.
Well, and then also there's a lot to do from 9th through 12th grade, and usually in high school, I've got 4 kiddos that have gone through high school. We get a little bit of a checklist, but it's not a lot of detail on there. It's just a couple of things.
Right.
So there's a lot more to it, right?
There's a lot more to it. Our checklist for 9th grade through 12th grade students, you can find on EDFIN's webpage. It's the 10 tips for college prep guidance, free to you. Just go on there. And once you go on there, if you're having a problem, because it is a new website, we've transitioned into a beautiful new website, lots of great information for all of our college families out there, for new and upcoming. And then if you're having a hard time, then go on to our Contact Us page and send us some questions that you have on that page at customerservice@edfin.net.
That's fantastic. So everybody can get something from that. That's an amazing offer.
There's SAT information on there. There's the 10 tips for college planning. And then once you sign up for that, we will invest in you, and we will be sending you additional information to help your kids prepare for college.
That's wonderful. That's a really useful items from your website. Yeah. Do you have any other materials that you have written or something where they could read some more other than the website?
Absolutely. That's a great question too. So as you can see here, we have some books in front of us, right? So I have written, I'm going on my 3rd book for college planning, expert college planning. And in the book, it's the 9 key decisions for better college planning, better life, making college dreams a reality. So it's the entire process that I work here with kids graduating 8th grade, starting 9th grade, a foundation program, which are chapter 1, and then PSAT, SAT is chapter 2, and then it keeps going. And the program, the way it's lined out in the book, is exactly like the program that we give to our families and our students here at EDFIN. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then so I know.
And it's fun. It's interactive. We have amazing stories in there of our families and our kids telling their inspirational stories of just how they've experienced this whole process and how it's helped them. And
that's fantastic. And I know I've seen the manuscript for the next one. I'm so excited for you for that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And then I also know that you are very active on social media, where we are right now as well.
Right.
And, so let's talk about a couple of the places where people out there can even come in and follow and see what you're doing. Maybe even hear live some of these stories from these families and some other things that you're doing.
Right. Well, a lot of my social media is merged with my website. So the website, which is www.edfincashforcollege.com, all the social media is on there. So I have currently 5 Facebook pages. So I have the Shelly Johnson Rufin College Planner, and then I have the EDFIN TV radio show live, and then I have the EDFIN Cash for College, which is the business page. And then Shelly Rufin, which is the fan page, which has all the books and all the information on there. Yeah, and then there's the Free Money for College page, which is basically a blog. Anybody that has any questions can go on there.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
To just get something right away.
So there's those 5. Helpful. Then there's LinkedIn. There's Google Plus. Twitter, so a little bit of
those are all, I saw those are all the top of the page.
Those are all the top of the page.
On your website.
You just click on the Twitter, the LinkedIn, whatever, it'll take you right to that social media page.
Well, and you don't want to miss the EDFIN TV radio show every Friday at 7 p.m.
Right.
Lots of fun there. I know on that, Shelly's also involved in endorsing other businesses in the area, hearing their stories, their education stories, and their inspirational stories, and it's also lots of fun. So it's very entertaining.
We have too much fun. If we're not having fun, forget it.
That's right. Yeah. That's part of that, isn't it? Shelly, let's talk about another group that you work with now.
Okay.
So you have the 9th through 12th grade. We're going to start early and really get this handled. Let everybody relax and know you've taken care of everything. But what happens if you didn't do that? You didn't start early on that, and you're in high school now.
Right, and that is so important. Like I have on our website at edfincashforcollege.com, is failing to plan is planning to fail. So, for example, and I'm going to just mention a couple of our families that came into EDFIN right around like junior and senior year.
Right.
Well, their PSAT scores weren't as high as they could have been because they didn't start college planning early. Their SAT, ACT scores, same thing. So the better the SAT, ACT scores,
more options,
more money, more everything. But more importantly, it's just there's internships that need to be done, community service that needs to be done. Let's say you have a son that has or daughter has dreams going to Berkeley. You have to take the right classes beginning as early as 9th grade. I mean, there is a lot going on there. And then more importantly, the money. Even though, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do expert financial aid planning.
Right.
So I can help you save money along the way, help families save money, and prepare so that when the senior year comes here, that you're better prepared than not and know how to utilize a lot of your funds and your money to make it spread out and just smarter college planning.
Right. So a lot of these parents are more than just worried; they're a little panicked. About this.
It's anxiety.
It is.
It's a big deal.
It is, and it's not. It's not everyone's expertise. It's not like something you do and go to the grocery store. This is a big thing.
What's not even that? It's just that a lot of families nowadays that work and don't have the time to research. Some of us do have time to research, but some of us don't, and or just don't want, or do have the time to research but don't want to mess it up.
Right. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know.
And that's what you know. Yeah. So your experience in this area, tell us a little bit about that. So you've worked in the college planning area, correct?
So I've worked in the college setting for 15 years and then at EDFIN Cash for College, a total of 25 years now. But my last position was the Director of Financial Aid and Scholarships. And a lot of people say, this is a stressful job, but it's kind of like, it is. And I have a couple of families that I'm thinking about right now. They're just like, how can you do this? Like, help all these kids. Like, they drive me crazy, but you love them.
Right.
And that's a passion.
That's right.
So I love what I do. And I obviously loved it at the college working with students and families.
Right.
Because I made a business out of it now. And I love what I do.
So at the end of this, then the families are relieved as well. They've got this taken care of.
Yes.
They know that they have those options. They know that whatever it is that their child who is so precious to them is going to be able to do what they need to do, and it's all going to be taken care of. So they're feeling pretty good at that.
They're feeling amazing. And this year, right now, where we're at right now is that all of our families have been accepted to a college out of those 10 schools they applied to on their application. And then some of them have small packages, some have medium package, some have our highest award this year is $69,000 for UCSD. Wow. That's our highest award. Wow. That's for this year for Alexander. And then and our highest award was, I think it was like $53,000 last year, but this year it's $69,000. Yeah. So it's
that's amazing.
It's amazing. And go to the Facebook, like I said, and go to, more importantly, the website at EDFIN.
Yeah, you're going to get more information there.
All those testimonials are on there.
There's not all of the things that you're doing. You know, you as a parent, you can go and it gives you directions on filling out a FAFSA, but that does not. I mean, that's one piece. Like there's all these other avenues that we don't know about, where you could piece together a real education doing what it is that they love to do, which is I know your passion for.
Well, the federal regulations for this year, which is the 2017-18, is about as big as these two books put together.
Oh my gosh.
And it's I haven't kept track of as far as how many regulations, but there's anywhere from probably 10,000 to 12,000 regulations. Just federal and state regulations. That's not admissions regulations. Wow. Admissions totally separate.
Yes, totally separate. That's a whole other issue.
That's a whole other training and all that. I haven't done the training on admissions. My expertise has always been with Department of Education, the financial aid training and the certification.
Getting that cash for college.
Getting that cash for college and how to do it. But at the same time, you know, the expertise in filling out admissions applications and giving the guidance on PSAT, SAT, ECT, and mentoring, coaching.
So when your families are in the middle of this financial aid, I know there's a lot of like deadlines and things. What do you do different and special for them to help them with that piece of it?
Right. I'm glad you asked that question. The key to anything when it comes to college planning is follow up. So that's what we do here. Is I have an amazing system. We're constantly following up, depending on which package you choose, depends on how many times we follow up. Like our president package, we follow up every 2 weeks, unless the verification, it's every week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's great.
So there's constant follow up.
Right. Okay? Fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, and so for these folks that are in this situation, can they also go to the website and get some information, and can they see you? So that same 20-minute, still offer that for them as well.
Same 20 minutes I offer for them. Just go on the website, and to apply for the free consultation for 20 minutes, you're going to fill out on the Contact Us page, send a message to us that you would like a free consultation with your phone number, all your email, relevant information, so we have a way of getting back to you. And then once we get back to you, we will have someone speak to you and basically do a pre-interview over the phone to see if you're a right fit for us, to see if this is something that's going to work for you.
That's fantastic.
But you can apply on EDFIN's website, edfincash.college.com.
Okay, great. And then, of course, your books will be helpful for them as well.
Oh, the books are crucial.
Really, really a lot of information.
Because the way it's laid out in the book, it's really, I mean, I wrote it with the basically an 8th grade education in mind, so it's really easy to read, it's really easy to follow, so you can't go wrong there.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. Well, Shelly, this has been just an amazing time with you. Of course, don't forget the social media. Be sure that you're on EDFIN TV radio show on Fridays at 7 p.m. Don't miss that.
Yes.
And seeing Shelly there, and all of the other social media is on the website. Would you tell us the website one more time, Shelly, so that everybody can get that
the website is edfincashforcollege.com. So that's EDFIN, ED is in education, FIN is in financial aid, and then cash, just like it sounds, cash, CASH, and then FOR, and then college, COLLEGE.com.
Fantastic.
EDFINcashforcollege.com. And then we'll go ahead and put it on the thread here a little bit later. So
wonderful.
It will link to that page, and you just click on the link and it'll take you right there.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Shelly. This has been really helpful to understand what makes Shelly Shelly Johnson Rufin, expert college planner, different from any other services that might do similar things. She's got very unique skill set. She has a very unique program set up to really take these parents from being worried and concerned about what's happening all the way to this relief and happiness that their children are going to have a successful life being happy doing what they love.
Yeah. And I love doing this. It's a lot of fun.
And it shows.
I enjoy it. I wouldn't be doing anything else.
Absolutely. You're modeling that, right?
This is my playground.
Yes, yes. She does. She definitely models that passion and the inspiration and inspires all of us to be sure that we're doing the same thing. So that's it for now. Thank you so much.
And don't forget, stay tuned Friday night, because I can actually announce this now, that I will actually be in New York City. Friday night at 7 o'clock. I wish you were going.
Oh, me too. I'm sad.
So we'll be there, and it's a joke, but I'll be doing high five on the Empire State Building.
Yes, yeah, there you go. There you go. Wow.
So doing the Broadway show and all of that with a good
wonderful
friend of mine, Robin Johnson. So Robin, thank you. She's a criminal defense attorney out there, the Shark, and Temecula here. She invited me to go out, so I really appreciate that. So shout out to you, Robin. And I will also be interviewing Robin live Friday night.
Fantastic. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. Yeah. So she's got some surprises for you, too. I'm not sure exactly if she's going to talk about business from a lawyer standpoint or what it may be. But, yeah, it's going to be an awesome interview. Live in New York City.
Yeah, live from New York.
Yeah. And that's how we roll on that one.
That's fantastic. All right. Great. Thank you so much. Bye,
You're welcome. Bye-bye.